This story comes to us from the FontanaHeraldNews.com. Out of Fontana, California, we're going to talk about a San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputy who lives in Fontana and, according to the Sheriff's Department, was arrested at his work site at the West Valley Detention Center in Rancho Cucamonga, which is neighboring Fontana, California. Samuel Espinoza is 35 years old and has been with the Sheriff's Department for 5 years. Voluntarily resigned from the Sheriff's Department following his arrest. He was assigned to the Transportation Division, which I believe that's the guy who drives the big bus and drives him to court and back and other places. While on duty, Espinoza's supervisor recognized him to be allegedly under the influence of a narcotic-controlled substance at the West Valley Detention Center on Monday, November 6th of this year. Now, additionally, he was found in possession, or allegedly to be in possession, of a suspected narcotic-controlled substance. According to the Sheriff's Department, he did not operate any vehicles occupied by inmates, so they weren't in danger, I guess. But the Sheriff's Department said in a news release, though this is an active and ongoing investigation, it does not appear Espinoza furnished narcotics to any inmates or other staff members. You don't know that. You don't know that because they're not going to tell you. They're going to say, yeah, he gave me some, I put him under my cot over there. Like they're going to ask the inmates, did this deputy give you any narcotics? Yeah. No, they're going to, and I digress. I'm just saying they don't know that. I don't know. Move on. Espinoza was subsequently placed under arrest on 2 felony charges. His possession of a narcotic-controlled substance while armed, because he's a deputy, and bringing narcotics into a jail facility. Now, he was booked into the High Desert Detention Center and posted bail and was released from custody on 2 felonies. Why the High Desert Detention Center instead of West Valley? Because he worked at West Valley. And so I believe that's a conflict of interest to keep him there, or Central Detention Center in San Bernardino, because, again, it's down here in the valley. So that's probably why he was booked at High Desert, because they had to take him away from his coworkers or his buddies. Take him to his buddies up in High Desert, I guess. I don't know. Even though he subsequently resigned his position, the investigation will still be forwarded to the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office. So even though he left his job, they're still going to look at criminal punishment. Now, Sheriff Shannon Dykes said in a statement, events like these, while unfortunate, demonstrate our resolve and commitment to addressing crime, even when the suspect is a deputy. I am proud of the supervisors for interceding and upholding the public's trust. I am disappointed by the choices my deputy made, and even though he no longer works for the department, it's my hope that he receives the help he needs. Okay, I'll go with that, but I do want to ask one question for Sheriff Dykes. The 225 plus pound deputy that picked up the teenage girl in the High Desert and did a John Cena on the concrete with her, and she broke her back and spine. Are you going to do anything with that? I mean, to me, that sounds like excessive use of force under the circumstance. She's a little girl. I don't know. I'm just asking. I can't let that go because it just pisses me off. So anyway, I'm coming back to this one. I'm sorry. I'm just stuck on that one. Anyone with information related to this investigation, I'm just weird that way. Anyone with information related to this investigation is asked to contact Sergeant J. Romstad of the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department Transportation Division, and they have the phone number here. I will vouch that Sergeant J. Ramstad is a pretty square guy. I'll give him a thumbs up. I know Deputy Ramstad, or Sergeant Ramstad now. I knew him before he was a sergeant. He's a good guy. He's a good deputy. I'll give him, since they're saying any information, contact him, I'm thinking maybe he was the supervisor that caught the guy. Anyway, let's see what happens to this guy, though. He's been arrested. He's been booked. Hold on a minute. He hasn't been sentenced or convicted. You see what happens to him.